guys if you want to come along with me while I set up my budget for the month of August, do some expense tracking and set up some digital envelopes for my wallet. Keep on watching. So to work my budget digitally, I use my iPad, I use GoodNotes, and I use my digital budget book that I created. Yes, I will be offering this on my Etsy shop eventually. I'm going to be piloting it for the month of August just to work out any bugs or, anything that might, just need fixing before I offer it to you guys. But other than that, when I first start, I like to go into my monthly calendar and just take a look. I need to make sure this is all set up for August. So it's been dated. Yes, that's great. Yes, the month is there. Thank goodness. We struggle here a little bit. So I like to just get into that first, make sure that's good. I'm going to go over to my monthly budget tab. And this is my budget worksheet that I have created. It looks a lot scarier than it really is. And we're going to go ahead and walk through how to fill this out today. Okay, so you'll see on this monthly budget I created, there is a place for income, there's a place for the bills, and then there is a place for expenses. In the expenses section, I like to include my wallet envelopes, my cash envelopes, and my sinking funds. Over here, I have my monthly contributions for my cash envelopes and my monthly contribution to my sinking funds. I figure all this out on my digital budgeting sheet so I don't have to go back and forth a million times, and so I do have a game plan that at the beginning of the month I can stick to. In the middle here, you see we have an estimated income section, and in this area you have your estimated income, and then at the end of the month you can go back and put in your total and what the difference was and what you want to do with that money. Same here with the bills. We want to know what the estimate was, what the actual amount was, and what the difference was. If you have any extra money sitting, you know what, you can do something with it. Same thing here with my expenses. So quick note here. So bills and expenses are different for me. So bills are something that need to be paid every month. Every month it's a bill, right? That's how I look at these. Expenses are my cash envelopes, my wallet, my sinking funds. So as far as my wallet, gas, eating out, a coffee budget, grocery budget, and then of course any cash envelopes or sinking funds. Right here in the notes section, I like to break down my monthly into weekly so I know how much I'm stuffing. So I break down my monthly wallet amount into a weekly stuffing amount. I break down my monthly cash envelopes into a weekly stuffing amount, and my sinking funds from monthly amount into a weekly amount. I just wanted to go ahead and give everybody that overview. For the purposes of this video, I am going to fill in all of my bills and what my estimated amounts that are going to be stuffed in my wallet, my cash amounts, and my sinking funds, so I have a jumping off place for August. Every week, I'm going to go back to this budget and I'm going to see how I'm doing and see if I'm on track, and I'll go ahead and start recording those on a weekly basis when I do my digital wallet check-in. So in addition to the cash envelope stuffing videos you're going to see each week for cash envelopes and sinking funds, you're going to see a digital budget video as well, so we can see how that's going. I've decided not to include my income on these videos because for some reason it makes me uncomfortable putting that information out there, but I will give you all the other information so you can see how this comes together. I want to make sure per month right now, I am putting $50 into my kids' savings account and $50 into my own savings account. So I'm going to go ahead and use the pen tool, and I'm going to go ahead and budget. Ooh, that's too big. Have mercy. $50 for my personal savings account and $50 for my kids' savings account. I'd have this typed in here because those are things that I want to pay first. I want to pay myself first. Some of the most successful people financially say that. Pay yourself first. Put something in savings first. So that's kind of what we're working with there. I'm going to go ahead and list in the rest of my bills for the month. So we've got Amazon, and that's going to be $20. Apple, and that's going to be about $35. Cable, Ouch. Can I just say ouch? Ouch. And yes, that's accurate. I was going to lump those together, but I changed my mind. So that's how we're doing for the month for bills. I'm going to go ahead and bring my calculator over and add those up. So our total bills for the month, we're going to go over here to the center part of my spreadsheet so I know what I'm working with here. The estimated bills for the month are $3,095. Okay, so that's how we're looking as far as that goes. I have done some pre-planning because I've been using the cash envelope method for a really long time. I know about how much I need a week and that I change it. I go back and forth a little bit, but for the most part, it doesn't change. My wallet is going to get a total of $1,350 for the month. My cash envelopes are going to get about $562.50, and then my sinking funds are going to get $832.50. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is bring my calculator over again, and I'm going to add those up. $1,350, $562.50, and $832.50. That is $2,745. So I'm going to put that total over here in my estimated expenses. So I know what I'm working with. Then I'm going to move over here into my monthly contributions area. I'm going to add in my cash envelope amount for the month, which is $562.50. Oops, what did I do here? And no, y'all, I do not have good handwriting. I can't even pretend. I can't even pretend. Okay, so the cash envelopes are going to get $562.50. My sinking funds are going to get $832.50. Okay. Okay, so now that I know how much my bills are going to be for this month and how much I'm estimating my expenses to be for the month, I want to break these numbers down, my wallet envelopes, my cash envelopes, and my sinking funds into a weekly number that I can work with. And this is an approximation. I'm going to break my wallet down into a $300 a week. Oh, whoop. So I want to stuff $300 a week into my cash envelopes. I'm going to stuff $125 a week into my cash envelopes, and I'm going to stuff $185 a week into my sinking funds for the month. And this is my goal. Okay, it's time to jump into the monthly calendar setup for August. The first thing I want to do is create my key for the month so I know when my paydays are, what I'm tracking, what color goes with what. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I want to go ahead and split my screen. And I'm going to use some of my own stickers here that I created. I'm going to tilt my iPad to the side, everybody. I've got to write this way. I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. All right. So I'm going to use my lasso tool, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull all, well, I'm just going to do it like that. We're going to copy, and then we're going to paste these guys over here. And because I selected them as a group, I can size them all together, which is super handy. And then I'm going to use my pink circle to note my paydays. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I can end my split screen action. My paydays are the 5th and then the 19th. And I'll edit those in a minute. Let's just get our key going here. Okay, I want to use orange to track my wallet expenses. So I'm going to note wallet there. I'm going to use green to show deposits into my wallet checking account. I'm going to use pink for any cash envelope expenses that I need to reimburse myself for through my physical cash envelope binder. And then I'm going to use the gray for any sinking fund reimbursements I need to give myself via my sinking fund binder. Okay, so there's our key, so I know what the heck's going on when I start tracking everything in the next part of this video. I'm going to go ahead and move this so I can just, I don't need it to be that big. This is just for my, oh, whoop, hi, how you doing? Move that over on the 5. Move that over on the 19th. And you're gonna notice this with me real quick. None of this is gonna be perfect. Like my sizing and all that stuff, I can't. Like I'm all about trying to be organized, but perfectly sized things, I just can't. I hope that's okay with you guys. It's just not, it's not gonna happen. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna track expenses now for the week of August 1st through Sunday the 2nd, okay? Oops, no, we're not, because that doesn't exist. We're going to track from Monday, August 1st through Sunday, August 2nd. Let's go ahead and get that going. All right, so my first transaction on Monday the 1st, you will see this fairly frequently, was to Dutch Brothers. Yes, I am a Dutch Brothers fanatic. That is kind of one of my self-care methods. Let's keep it as Dutch. Okay, so then we're going to note 34.79. And no, that was not all for me. I treated my family. Silly. Okay. And then we've got our next transaction on Friday. Can I still paste from here? Ugh, I love doing my budget this way, guys. This is so much fun. Thanks for joining in with me. I'll get way better at the flows of these videos as we go on. This is my first time. All right, so Friday I went to TNT Market, had to get some things, and that was for $18.35. On Saturday, I had to go to Safeway, and that was for $126.26. Okay. Sunday We had family in town again. Okay, and so we had a KFC for $18.83 and another Dutch Brothers. Dutch Brothers is a coffee place, by the way, if you guys don't have them where you're at. They're my favorite. For $20.87. We're looking good. I'm gonna go down to my key again, and I'm gonna pull in the deposit because on Friday, after my cash envelope stuffing video, I deposited that money into my bills checking account. I'm sorry, my spending, wait a minute. I've renamed this account 5 times, guys. I deposited the wallet money from my last cash envelope stuffing video into my wallet checking account. That's what I call it. It's got its own debit card. I try to keep it really simple for myself. So deposit, and that was $250. Okay. And since all of these have already cleared, I'm going to go ahead and mark a check in each box. And we're going to go ahead and add in my deposit from this week. Into my wallet account. That was on the 8th. And it already cleared. Okay, so we're looking good. So we've tracked our expenses from the first week of August. We created our key for the month. We noted our paydays. And we're going to go ahead and move into catching myself up with my digital envelopes for the week of the 1st through the 7th and setting up my digital envelopes for my wallet from the 8th to the 14th. Let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, guys, here we are on the digital envelope page for my wallet. You will see I've got gas, groceries, eating out, and miscellaneous. The first week of August was kind of interesting because I was transitioning. I thought I was going to go to cash, and then I went, no, I don't want to do cash. I want to go back to digital for my wallet. It's just easier for me. So for the week ending August 7th, I had $250. Some of it was cash, some of it was in my wallet checking account. Gas happened to be one of those categories that I had in there in cash. So I had $40 in cash. I spent that $40, and so there was $0 remaining in that envelope. Okay, so groceries, this is where it gets fun. We're gonna go ahead and go back over to the monthly calendar to see how much we spent in groceries for that week. So here we go. Let's go ahead and pull our handy calculator over. Groceries was $18.35 plus Safeway for $126.26. Whoops. So that was a total of $144.61. Am I missing anything there? No. So that's the total. So $144.61. So we're going to go back over to our digital envelopes. We spent $144.61 minus $150, which was the balance we had in that envelope. So we have a total of $5.39 remaining in that envelope, right? $5.39. Yep. Okay. Eating out. Let's go ahead and go back to our monthly and see what damage we did there. Probably a lot. All right, so Dutch, $34.79 plus KFC for $18.83. Gosh, I keep doing that. And Dutch for $20.87. Oh, we did not spend $18,000. Have mercy. $34.79. plus 1883 at KFC and 2087 at Dutch. There we go. 74.79. That sounds better. But you will see we went over budget in that envelope, right? Now, that's okay because I have a cushion in there because I've been cash envelope stuffing for years. So I do have a buffer in that account for when this stuff happens. However, I hold myself accountable. So we're going to have to take that money from somewhere later on. So $40 minus $74.79 is negative $34.79. Let's give it a scary red color. All right, so I note that. All right, and then in our miscellaneous envelope, we had $20. Let's go back over to our monthly calendar and see what's going on. We didn't have any expenses for miscellaneous, okay? So, I mean, really in theory, next time I should check these off as I set up my envelopes to make sure I'm accurate, but for today's video, we're just going with it, guys. Okay, we're going with it. Why does it keep doing that? Come on. There we go. Yay. Okay. So we didn't spend anything out of our miscellaneous, thank goodness. Oops. Okay, so we didn't spend anything out of our miscellaneous envelope. So that means we have $20 there. So all in all, I don't want to say we totally balanced out. We have $25.39 between those envelopes. And we're going to subtract our overage and eating out. So really, we're only negative $9.40. And that's a note for me that I need to deal with that for sure. Okay, so I know that the first week of August, I was over budget by $9.40. And so that's really good for me to know. I want to go ahead and set up my envelopes for this week. So when we do this again next week, we're ready to go. And it looks like for the most part, I already have. I know that I have $300 for the week. I'm just going to roll my balances forward. So gas is going to get 40. Groceries is going to get a new $150, but I'm going to add the remaining balance of $539, so I'll just say $155.39. Okay. Eating out is going to get its usual 40. And then miscellaneous is going to get its 20. But I think I gave myself a little more money to work with this week. So let's see where we're going, where we're at. So we've got $40 in gas, plus $40 in eating out, plus $155.39 in groceries, plus 20 in miscellaneous. So we still have $44 to stick in our envelope. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself an extra 20. Oops. In eating out, and I'm going to make this 60. And then I got myself all turned around. 40 plus 60 plus 155.39 plus 20 is 275 minus 300. So I'm going to take that extra $24.61 and I'm going to put that in my grocery fund. Okay. So I'm going to take $24.61. I'm going to add that to the 155.39 I've already got in that envelope. And that's going to leave, oh, wow, that's not right. Okay, see this, we're a work in progress here, guys. Work in progress, it's fine. All right, so let's add these up and see what we have left. 40 plus 60 plus 20 plus 155.39 is $275.39, but we have $300 to work with. So I'm gonna take that $24.61. I'm gonna write that down this time so I don't forget. And I'm gonna add that to the $155.39. So $24.61. I'm gonna add that to the $155.39. And that's gonna give us $180 in my grocery envelope. I hope that that made sense what I just did there. Like I said, I will get better at this as we go on. I usually just do all this in my head. Narrating it is a whole nother game for me. Right now what I'm doing is just adding this up to make sure I get $300, which I do. Perfect. Awesome. So that's the digital envelopes set up for this week. So I will go ahead. I've already got my deposit in. So when we get to the next video, I'm going to film the next one on Sunday and it'll go live on Monday. We will have tracked, we'll check in with the budget. We'll check in with our budget here and make sure that, you know, we record what bills have gotten paid. We'll go ahead and delineate how much of the monthly allocation I want in the cash envelopes individually and then in the sinking funds individually. And we will check in with our digital envelopes. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me for my first digital budgeting video. I had a great time. I know you can tell it's a little rough because I've never done this out loud before. Usually it's just in my head and I'm by myself, but this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. These are going to be coming out every week in conjunction with my regular cash envelope stuffing for my cash envelopes and my sinking funds. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.